What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Friday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt. After a 2-1 night, man, that felt good. We needed that. North Carolina, the missed kick for Minnesota. We cover the 1.5. UNC wins by 2. And we get North Dakota State. More on them here in 1 second. They covered. They do not win, but they cover against Colorado. I was way wrong on Jacksonville State. They got killed by Coastal, but we'll take the 2-1. We'll take it. Anytime we get it, we'll take the 2-1. And the cool thing is we got the Marlins under 77.5 wins bet to come in. That cashed. So our Major League Baseball futures are starting to come in for us. This is good. 1 unit won there, so overall 1.9 units won on the day. I'll keep you abreast as to how our Major League Baseball futures are coming in, but that one was an easy walk to the window with the Marlins way under their win total here for this season. They just had an awful year. Colorado, crossing our fingers on Colorado and a bunch of other ones, including the Red Sox and the Cubs and the Diamondbacks. We got a shot at going 5-0 here for the props, for the future wagers for our win total bets, but could be a very nice end to the baseball season, which has been a horrific baseball year. It's an awful baseball year, but we'll take it. Okay. Was Colorado trying to cover? You answer the question. Was Colorado trying to cover? Because it kind of felt like they were. What was that? They were throwing the ball deep. Like, what are you doing? They gave the ball back to North Dakota State. North Dakota State, if they had got that 2-point conversion, would have been down by 3. And they would have had a shot to kick a game-tying field goal. They got down there, Hail Mary. They got the ball to the 5-yard line. But, I mean, this is why, like, Deion Sanders can't be taken seriously as a coach. Like, what are you doing? You're up 5. Run the clock out. Win the game. No, we're going to throw deep twice? Twice. Throw deep. Up 5. Boneheaded. Just dumb decisions. Incredible catch by Hunter in the end zone, by the way. That game-winning catch was ridiculous. That was sick. Never should have caught that. Unbelievable catch. But that coaching decision by Deion Sanders, what are you doing? I'm serious. You're up 5. You score 7. You're up by 12. You cover the 11.5, the closing number. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but what you explain to me why that happened, because that made no sense. And I mean no sense as to what was going on at the end of that game. Got it. Luckily, hit it. Could have been a 1-2 night if Deion got his wish, throwing the ball deep. What was his kid? Who? I don't know. Ridiculous. Anyways, 2-1, we'll take it. Very nice. 1.9 winning day with the baseball future coming in, so 0.9 up in college football. First winning college football day of the year. Love it. Okay, very good. We're now 2-3 in college football, so let's see what we have for us coming up here on a Friday. Okay, so as you guys know, Friday, college football, it's week 0. We're going to keep going here, okay? Let's start with TCU and Stanford. This number is all the way down to 8.5. I don't understand this move on Stanford. I'm really confused. Stanford has not been good. Stanford has they're retooling. I get this, but like TCU killed them last year. TCU's got an offense that will score on everybody. Everybody. And I know you might go, well, Matt, this is going to be a really high-scoring game, and, why don't you just play the over? I don't want to play totals, okay? I don't want to play totals. But I have a hard time looking at this game and thinking, okay, TCU is not going to run them off the field. I mean, this is TCU. This is their offense. They've got opportunities just to throw all over this Stanford Cardinal team, and I'm not sure Stanford can keep up, to be quite honest. Okay? The offensive line might be the biggest question for TCU, but against Stanford, I'm not really worried about this. They went into the transfer portal. I get all this, but I don't think this is a really big handicap. I'm going to go against the steam here. It's down to 8.5. If you guys get it to 8 or 7.5 or 7, I think it would be awesome. I don't know if the pros are just betting this down to get the better number to come in on game day when the limits open up and come in here and hammer on TCU. But I don't know. Call it a gut play. Call it just what my eyes tell me that I don't know. I think this is going to be a pretty high-scoring game. I don't mind the team total over for TCU. I don't mind this game going over, but I'm going to lay the 8.5 points here. I'm going to take TCU to win by double digits and go and kind of destroy here. I don't think this game is going to be all that close. I know Stanford's at home, but they haven't played well recently in home games or in home openers for that matter. I don't get it. Number opened up at 8.5, at 10.5. It's down to 8.5. I'm going to go against steam here on this. If it gets to 8 or 7.5 or 7, I like it even more, but I think it's a double-digit win for TCU. I'm going to come in here, and I'll take TCU, lay the 8.5 for 1.1 units. Second bet, FAU up against Michigan State. Is Michigan State any good? Like, seriously, like, do you believe Michigan State? Should they be 2 touchdown favorites against anybody? I have a weird thing with Tom Herman. Okay, Tom Herman's the head coach of FAU. Tom Herman was the offensive coordinator at Iowa State when I was covering Iowa State. He was awesome to me. He's a brilliant mind, literally. He's a Mensa guy. He's brilliant. Things didn't work out well at other stops where he had gone. Texas, Houston, just Texas, right? You know, Houston, but Texas. Things didn't work well for Tom Herman. He's at the right level here. He's retooled. He's got this kid from Marshall who can run and throw. We know they're going to play tempo. Remember how fast Iowa State played under Tom Herman? They're going to play fast. Play fast, fast, fast. Michigan State's offense, I don't think Michigan State's offense can keep up. I think Michigan State wins the game because they're deeper and they're a Big Ten team. But 14 points? It's 13.5. Much like last night when or 2 nights ago, I talked about buying points and buying half a point and buying it up to get to 10. 9.5 to 10. Get the 10. Get the best price. Everyone's at 13.5. You can buy the half a point. It's cheap. It's only minus 124. Get to 14. Look, I think Michigan State scores 28 points. That means I just need FAU to score 14 points and we're good. Okay? I lean towards the under. The total was 45.5 in this game. It's a small number, but this is, I think there's enough firepower for FAU to score on Michigan State. I think they lose the game by 10 or so. Maybe it's like somewhere on like a 24-14, 28-14, somewhere in that range. I think we have a really good shot here of jumping in and having a chance to get maybe another upset play. I'm not going to hate on the upset play. FAU plus 14, minus 124. Buy it up off 13.5. Get it to 14. Let's not lose on the hook here. 14, FAU on the road at Michigan State, plus 14, minus 124. And finally, we're going to Western Michigan and Wisconsin. Numbers 24. It was 23.5. Now it's 24. This is a lot of points for Wisconsin, is it not? I mean, I love backing the MAC. Okay? Western Michigan is still always like, they're just the best team in the MAC every year. And when they go up against a team from the Big Ten, every one of those kids playing for Western Michigan dreamed of playing in the Big Ten. Whether it be from Michigan, Michigan State, Wisconsin, Iowa, they all dreamt of it. This is the same handicap as what I did last night with North Dakota State and Colorado. It's the same handicap. It's team. The MAC, they're teams. Western Michigan is a team. Can they score enough to win? No. But they have a returning quarterback. They have stability. They're a defense that has opportunities at times. They got a lot of kids who have transferred in. They've got a defensive coordinator who should be able to at least handle Wisconsin a little bit. I don't know. I just look at Tyler Van Dyke as a quarterback from Miami. I didn't like him at Miami. I'm going to like him at Wisconsin. I don't know. Maybe they roll. Maybe they kill him. I'm going to take the 24 points. It's a lot of points for Wisconsin and for a Western Michigan team that I don't think they blow them off the ball and just run the ball down their throats. I mean, that's Wisconsin football, right? But I think Western Michigan's got a decent shot here. I like Western Michigan plus 24 for 1.1 units. I'm going to take the MAC team and see what they can do. All right? We got 3 bets for you guys going here today on a Friday. TCU minus 8.5 at minus 115. That's 1.15 units down. We're going FAU plus 14. We're buying the half a point, minus 124 for 1.24 units. And we're taking Western Michigan at plus 24, 1.1 units down on that for us here on a Friday. One announcement to make here about Saturday. Welcome back, the Discord chat. I will be hosting an audio Discord chat coming up on our Discord channel. To join it, bettingpros.com/chat at 8 o'clock in the morning every Saturday, Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time for 30 minutes. We will go almost up to the end of college game day, almost up to kickoff of the noon Eastern time games. For right now, this is just going to be late line movement, late injury news, and talking to you guys about your favorite bets and plays. It's going to be sort of a talk show style, okay? I'm going to set the agenda. We're going to ask if you guys want to raise your hand and come on and ask me a question. You guys want me to break down a game. You want me to hear your best play, whatever it might be. You want to give out a parlay that you like. You want to give out your best bet for the day. All those things will happen on our Discord channel. There'll be a special Matt Perrault. I believe they're calling it just a Matt Talk or something like that. Discord channel or channel in our Discord to do the show at 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. I'll remind you on tomorrow night's podcast as to what we're doing, but make a note of it. 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time, the return of the Discord channel chat. No, we're not doing a bet. No, you're not betting with my money anymore, but we will break down the college football slate, get your picks, plays, and thoughts, and do sort of a half-hour talk show to get us ready to go from a preview perspective on our Discord channel. Look forward to that on Saturday. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at SportsTalkMatt every morning. Being presented by bettingpros.com. It is the Daily Juice Podcast.